Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are Your Bourbon Journey. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to be doing a review of a bottle that we picked up December 7th when we were in Louisville. And if you get a chance, you can go ahead and check the video that we did on this. Rebecca is probably going to put a link in. Anyway, Rebecca, you want to talk a little bit about the bottle?
Absolutely. I was pretty excited to get it for one thing. It is a MICHTER'S barrel strength bourbon, and they only release barrel strengths when the mood hits them, and when Andrea feels like it is exactly the way she wants it to be. There is no age statement on this, but it is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. For those of you that like to track barrels, this is number 24C72434. The proof on this is 110.9. And we paid $119 for this bottle.
Well, coming close to like $1 a proof point.
It's nice because MICHTER'S is, they have a low barrel entry proof of 103. So a lot of times theirs are lower proofs. A lot of things they do are under 100. So it's very nice. I'm excited. I've never tried their barrel proof bourbon before.
Well,
this would be a very first time for us.
So let's go ahead and let's take a gaze fixation with our eyes to see what it looks like.
It's a pretty color. I'd say it's like a dark amber.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. I would agree with that, one, because it looks like it. Number two, because Rebecca's always right.
Well, let's go ahead and check out the nose.
Okay. Oh, there's a lot there.
There's a lot of cherry.
Baking spices, maybe nutmeg.
I'm feeling like vanilla. Yeah, I feel vanilla more than caramel.
Maybe honey. And that cherry does pick up. You're right. It's boom. It's cherry bomb.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes get on the nose, but if I'm going to get it, it's typically on the palate. So I'm pretty excited. I hope it carries through to the palate.
Well, let's El Palato this. Cheers.
Let's do it.
Oh,
wow. Yeah. That is kind of unexpected.
I think it tastes like it smells.
It does. And it's got a lot going on. The sweet notes have turned more toffee for me.
Okay.
Which I don't get a lot. So the toffee notes, sometimes when it's toffee it goes to butterscotch. I don't feel this is going to butterscotch. Do you?
I would agree.
But the toffee sweetness is super nice, and I'm loving that cherry note too. It's really good.
Well, do you want to talk a little bit about the back end?
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the finish. I'll take another little sip so I can really think about that.
Because I took a sip while you were talking, because I was kind of gauging it. I liked the finish the first time, and I liked it the second time.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to check it out again. So talk about what you were getting on it.
I was getting a combination of black pepper, and I'm definitely getting the barrel. I've been on a run recently with getting the barrel on stuff, so I guess somebody's laying the wood to me somewhere. But no, it's really good.
Well, and in addition to what you're getting, which I'm getting as well, I'm tasting that cherry all the way through, which is highly unusual to get that cherry note all the way through. And there's a little bit of deep, dark chocolate probably coming off that toffee note a little bit on the finish as well. So I think it's a nice, long, lingering finish that's really solid.
It's a really solid stone fruit flavor there for sure, except for one thing.
What's that?
It's not avocado. I'm waiting for an avocado, stone fruit in here.
Oh, well. Shall we try it with the cranberry?
Why not? We're here. We're
let's
on
see
camera.
how it does with that.
Let's see it.
As is typical, it brought forward citrus notes for me. Like this time, I think it's more like an orange zest.
Let me get another sip.
So it kind of lightened it up. I'm not getting the cherry any longer. I'm also not getting the toffee. Mm-hmm.
Mine is more of a lemon zest, but it's a zest that is there.
And it's citrus.
Mm-hmm.
But it took away some of the barrel notes aren't as present.
No.
The stone fruit's gone.
Finish is kind of washed out.
It's kind of medium for me. But it's not the dynamics that it was when we did it neat.
No,
for sure.
It made it undynamic.
Well, let's try it with the pecan. Brought the barrel back.
It did.
Brought the toffee back and the dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm. I also am getting cinnamon.
Yes, got cinnamon. That's kind of what I'm feeling on the finish a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still not getting that cherry any longer.
No.
But the other things it did with the toffee and the barrel is really positive. So it didn't take away too much. It amplified a couple things in a really nice way.
It did. Kind of mid-range.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and get the chocolate.
Made it pretty spicy. I'm getting some white pepper now that I wasn't getting before.
What she said. I should just kind of walk off camera here. But no, seriously, it's usually I get white pepper on the back. I don't get it in the front. I got it in the front here.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It was very, very immediate.
Maybe not weird. I should say unexpected. But of course, it amplified some of those chocolate notes I was getting, and the toffee certainly was there. Again, though, I feel like it minimized the barrel and reduced the finish. And I'm still not getting that cherry.
Well, jump in your mouth sometime. I'll tell you, the one thing I am getting with it is I didn't get chocolate or anything. I got white pepper.
Okay.
It wasn't bad. I was actually kind of funny. This has been sort of unexpected.
Each one was unexpected, yeah.
Yes. Usually there's some consistencies, but this was bringing up stuff normally we don't get.
So out of the 3 pairings, did you have a favorite or a least favorite?
Ooh. If I was going to do one, actually I probably would do the chocolate. I kind of dig the white pepper.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
I kind of dig that.
I'm kind of liking the cranberry. It's like the second time in like a week I've picked cranberry, which I normally don't do, but it just made this kind of darker, deeper bourbon have a little bit of lightness to it, and I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't hate anything.
No, I
don't think anything really made it bad, which sometimes it does, which means it's versatile.
It just, to me, everything that we tried it with really switched up things in a way, like I'd stated before, that I wasn't expecting.
But it was surprising in a really positive way.
In a fun way, too.
Yeah, it was fun because we have this expectation about what each of the pairings might do to it, and it just kind of shifted it around a little bit. As always, I prefer it neat. It's a really solid barrel strength bourbon neat. It's really good.
I would be interested to try this with a cigar.
Oh, I think that would be nice too. I think that's a good call. Well, I also wanted to mention that if you saw, we got this bottle signed.
We did.
Because right when we got back from Louisville, that Thursday night, Dan McKee, the master distiller at MICHTER'S, was presenting at the Evansville Bourbon Society. And we came in early and brought the bottle with us, and we brought a couple bottles with us for him to sign. And he was nice enough to do that. And you got a great picture with him.
Oh, I got a funny picture with him. I got one of those ones that will last a lifetime. I can't wait to show him in person.
He is such a nice guy.
He's a great guy.
It was kind of funny because we saw him the previous month at the Owensboro Bourbon Society, and then this past month we saw him in December. We saw him at the Evansville Bourbon Society. So we've got to see Dan McKee a couple of times, which is always a pleasure. Absolutely. And like we always say, just because the master distiller signs it doesn't mean you can't drink the bottle.
That's true.
So, because we will save the bottle. We save all bottles that have been signed, even though we empty them.
And he's a funny guy, because when we were at the Evansville Bourbon Society, we were at a table toward the back, and he was stating something. I can't remember what it was, and I basically called out "Big Sexy," and he heard me.
And he knew you were talking about him.
He knew I was talking about him, and he ended up. He even told some joke or whatever. Then he looked at me and he goes, "Thank you." So anyway, funny guy.
He's awesome.
We're hoping sometime to get out to Fort Nelson and maybe see him. So
I would love to interview him and
yeah.
Andrea Wilson as well. That would be a great pair.
It would.
You know, maybe if we can convince them sometime to talk to us, that would be great.
We'll try, or maybe, I don't know, we'll figure something. Anyway, to all of you at MICHTER'S, Dan McKee, cheers. Thank you for signing our bottle. You have a great evening. Cheers.
Cheers.